Igbo bụ Igbo, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sịkwa nke onye chiri ya zelu. Ndị be anyị daalụ niile kunu si esonyere anyị. I say once again, good morning, good afternoon, good night. It depends your time and your location. You are joining us today at Eastern is 24. I say meka Chukwu oke abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile. Onye na-akpọkwuo ya aza. Gọzie ụmụ Chineke, ụmụ Chukwu oke abịa ma. Ise. Alright, dịka o si dị, ya bụ ife ị na-eji ge n'elu akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ nwanne anyị nwoke unu ma anya na-ekwu maka ya, the pastor vam bụgasị ifo ọ dọrọ ndị ụmụ Chineke aka na ntị. There is a powerful instruction ọ gwara ụmụ Chukwu about the way forward to liberate the people of Biafra to the promised land. Ọ tasịkwara ihe ndị ọzọ wutere aka ịmara ihe ọbụla ịma na ị ga-eme na this struggle nọ ya nọzi kịta na gị mee ya, ịmara all the wisdom i welu wepụta ya n'ọrụ n'oge ugbu a. Nwanne nwoke bụ Pastor Van kọwasịkwa many other things mmara ka unu gee ya bụ ife, unu ga-esizie ya bụ ife unu akọba alụ. Leave us with your own comment on the comment section below. Once again, don't forget that this is Eastern News 24, where we give to you the latest news and the latest story on what is happening in Biafra land. Daru ndị be anyị, ngwanụ genu ya bụ ife ana m anachite azụ. All right, over to you, sir.
Is what do you have in your hand? Another question is, what is it that you are fighting for? What are you looking for? If indeed you are looking for Biafra, and if it is indeed you are fighting for the freedom of God's people, and then if there is any other thing you want is for it to be established and for it to come to pass. So all the distractions should be left to lie now. Leave it. And it has come to the time when Chukwu Okike Abiama will begin to release instant judgment on anyone that would want to jeopardize this particular thing he wants to bring to pass for his people. Because the blood of the innocent Biafrans that have been murdered, that have been sacrificed, that have been executed, because they were sincerely asking for their freedom, their blood is crying out for vengeance. And you must not put yourself on the line so you will not become a collateral damage. That is why we that know and understand the things of the Spirit would come and let you understand that there's no need for me to set my camera because I want to fight you or because I want to stop you. No, there's, at least for now, there's no need. By the time we get what we're looking for, then you can now bring your grievances and then we'll talk and then we'll sort it all out. But for now, we need to get going with everything we've got at our disposal. Have you got the rod? Bring it. Have you got the iron? Bring it. All the tools you've got, bring them. Moses had something in his hand, and God empowered it to perform wonders. I'm telling you, no matter how little that thing is in your hand, no matter how insignificant that instrument in your hand is, the Almighty God has the capacity, the capabilities of turning them into sophisticated arsenals that will torpedo our enemies and show them where they belong. I'm telling you, all that Chukwu Okike Abiama needed was just 5 smooth stones from the brook to pull down that giant that had stood against the people of God and was defiling the armies of God. All that was needed was 5 smooth stones by a little boy from the brook. And he didn't need to fire all the shots, just one shot. Empowered by his majesty, the Most High God was able to bring the giant down. Just one shot. I'm telling you, it has come to the point where you will understand that every foundation that is holding the zoo has been broken. Everything with which they brag is down already. In fact, they have shot themselves so much on the leg that they cannot stand anymore. And all we need to do is join forces together and make that final shot that will bring the giant down, and they will go in and succor the giants. Men and brethren, all we need to do now is to get everything into place, apply everything that is at your disposal. Apply it. Because, before now, so many of you who were deceived to want to believe that Master Simon Ekpa, who has now gained so much support and the love and admiration of Biafrans all over, including non-Biafrans, have seen that he's doing the needful, and he has been awarded the Peace Ambassador. And some of you will say, how would it look? The only peace that is deserved in this world is the peace that will belong to those that are fighting for their freedom. Because you don't go after anyone. You are on your own. We are all in a defense mode all this while. And right now, because there is a plan to annihilate us, we are engaging. And the fact that we are engaging doesn't remove us as people of peace and as men of peace. That is why you see our Prime Minister got awarded as the ambassador of peace. Because there's nobody that will see what the zoo is doing that will not understand that we are the good guys. We are the good guys. Ask me, why did they not give anybody from that other side of the divide the peace award? They can't get it because the world know that they don't have no peace. With all the evil they are doing, with all the indigenous people that they want to annihilate, and they're encouraging their foot soldiers to do so. And all we do is to defend ourselves and protect our land. And then our Prime Minister repeated it again. You people called him different names. He said he is an agent of Nigeria. He is working for Tinubu. And now, can you prove it again? Can you prove it? You can't prove it. And instead of us coming to tell, excuse me, like ordinarily some of you would do, these people have been fighting us, we will give it back to them. No, this is not the time to give it back to you. This is the time to take advantage of the vulnerability of the zoo. It is time to take advantage of their vulnerability because the zoo is completely vulnerable right now. And no vacuum will be left. We need to go in, just like the walls of Jericho fell down and the children of Israel went in and began to, spoil the land and take everything that was good and was pleasant to them. Please, brethren, let this message of peace, let this message of coming together to get the job done, let it be taken seriously. Let it not be taken for granted, except you don't want Biafra. And if you have been deceived, or maybe out of your ego or pride, you have been doing what you are doing, we can understand, but you can see that you have failed. You see, you have failed. No way. All the roads you've taken have come to a close end. You have come to the crossroad. There's no way forward. So just hang up there and get in on board, and let's get the job done. And even if you don't get in on board with us, just be silent and allow us do the job. We know what to do. We know what to do. Now, tell me which other part of this world would neglect us again when they see our achievement with the Biafra Republic government in exile. Everything, our ID cards being issued out, our, ministers and all the, departmental heads and everyone working with the Biafra Republic government having their, ID cards issued out, our international passport, everything, and all the database set up, everybody being put into the data system one after the other, just like it is functioning in other advanced countries in this world. Nigeria didn't have it. Nigeria are not intending to have it. They cannot even have it. And so that is where you will see that we have gained so much ground. And we are doing it from diaspora. And right now we are also setting up the de facto government in the homeland. Everyone is in support of this. It is already referendum done. And so when they insist and say, how do you prove that you have the people on your side? All that will play out is, let's have the referendum conducted by legitimate, bodies in the world that has transparency and has everything to do it and make it right. We'll carry out the referendum, and you see that over 98%, if not 99%, of Biafrans, both on ground and in diaspora, are in support of Biafra Republic government in exile. Everyone is in support. And so that is why everything must be put into this. Everything must be brought on board to get this job done. Everything, every instrument you have, bring it in. Bring it in. Let's get this job done. If you think you have ideas, bring your ideas. If you think there is something missing on the table, bring it up. Let's put it on the table. You can already see what our prime minister have had on the table. He's been displaying it. It is not, he didn't use all the time that they tried to use to distract us and deceive us. He didn't use it to start crying or start fighting all the people that were used to distract him. No. While he was addressing those issues, he was still doing the needful. And today you can see the result. You can see the result. So our brothers are not our enemies. Our brothers are not the ones we are fighting. It is the zoo and Britain that has been sponsoring them. They are the ones that we are up against, not our own blood, not our own flesh and blood. And so if you are our own flesh and blood, and out of hunger and greed, you allow them to get you to their own side, you better remain there. Just remain there, because your blood will not be on our head. Your blood will not be on our head. So just remain there. But if you insist that you will continue to carry out their activities and their work because you want to fulfill the purpose for which they gave you that their money, then you will have yourself to blame. Whatever happened to you, whatever happens to you, God will not hold it against us. He will not. He will not, because there are people that know how to send you back to Chukwokikabia. They send you back. Okay? So please, let's be seriously, united in this front, in one front, speaking one language, which is Biafra. When the distraction of other things came, like Idu and all these things, we overcame all of them. And today, Biafra has become a powerful force all over the world. Nobody can deny it. And with this government in exile making waves and attracting powerful nations that want to hear us, that wants to work with us, that want to speak to us, you see that it is Biafra and not any other thing. Because that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wanted. And that's what we're going to get for him and for our land and for our people. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. While we wait to join our Prime Minister, please don't allow anything to distract you, because some of the people that are, rearing their ugly heads now, they fired all their shots. They fired all their shots. So all they are doing now is just to go back to where we have left before, and they start bringing things that are completely irrelevant. And we're not going to pay attention to those nonsense, because we know how far we have gone. We cannot allow anything to distract us now. Not now, not ever. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing and liking this program. Please like it and share, and let these messages go viral. And follow us on Twitter. And I want to appreciate those of us that have been following me on Twitter. Yesterday, I think as a day before yesterday, we hit 11,100 and plus. And then our Prime Minister has crossed over 90K. And before the benediction of this month, if possible, before this particular quarter, we want to make sure our Prime Minister hits over 100K. And with those 100K, it means that every tweet that is put out at least should have minimum of 60,000 retweets immediately. You cannot have 90K, following on Twitter, and then you have only 5,000 retweets or, 4,000 retweets or even 10,000 retweets. No. Just make sure you go to that Twitter and retweet everything that we're tweeting. If you cannot get to it immediately, at the end of the day, make sure you scroll through, go back to Twitter and retweet, because that is where the attention of the world, the big guns in this one, that's where the attentions are. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ezia Hillary. Thank you, Clement Aneto. Thank you, Gift from God. Chinenye MC. Onyebuchi Okeke. Ugo Michael. Esther Enabulele. Esther Nkemo. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you for joining us today. And I can see you're there. Blessing Chuku. Thank you. Thank you. Ugo Michael. I appreciate you. At your part. Thank you so much. You are all blessed and you are all well. It can only get better for you. May God bless our leader, Mazin Namdekanu. May God bless our Prime Minister and our spokesperson, the Dragon, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the ambassador for peace. May God bless all our men on ground, ESN, Biafra Liberation Army, and all our people on the home front, everyone, the market women, everybody that has always kept this faith in Mazin Namdekanu, through our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. We have been doing the needful, sitting at home. My goodness, you guys are the best. I just want to appreciate you. I just want to appreciate you, every one of you.
Igbo ọma na-ege ntị, anyị ekenekwa unu ọzọ ka unu si esonyela anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'ụbọchị nke taa n'ilu akwụkwọ. Unu fụrụ ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru gbasata maka another new dimension anyị ga-eji wee continue our Biafran struggle. Nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Pastor Van kọwara nnukwu ihe dị oke mkpa nke mma na isokwu wee gee ya bụ ife, nke mmakwa na ịtọrọ ntị na gee ya bụ ife. O nwere ife nwere ike ikwu gbasata maka ife nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru na ya bụ ife okwu n'ilu akwụkwọ a, ka baalụ ka drop your comment on the comment section below. Once again, don't forget that this is Eastern News 24, where we give to you the latest news and the latest story information where they happen across the Biafra land. And by downloading ngwana ka emesiano, stay tuned maka na anyị na-ewetara unu ugbonga information ka na-abịa n'ilu. Daalụ nne nu, daalụ nne ụmụ Chineke, daalụ nne.